Hey everyone, it's your buddy Crypto Profit back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about THETA and obviously T-Fuel as well, because T-Fuel has been doing very, very well, up 9% in the last 24 hours, all the way up to a 62-cent price point. We also see THETA up 2% to a $9.02 price point. It's looking better and better for the market as we continue to move through the rest of today. Bitcoin had a nice recovery up to about 36K, and we're seeing it right now about 35.6 or 35.7K, so it's still doing all right. We're going to continue to keep an eye on that as well as we move through these altcoins today and talk really about THETA and T-Fuel in this video. So really, THETA is doing fairly well, like I said, in the last 24 hours. If we take a look at the last week, we see a 13.31% increase. If we take a look at THETA T-Fuel in the last week, we actually see a 27.97% increase. So the last week has been very, very good for both of these coins. Moving forward to the last month, T-Fuel is up 86%. THETA is only down 7.86%, so not bad at all for THETA. THETA users are very, very excited for the Mainnet 3.0 launch, and I think, a lot of us need to realize how big that's going to be for THETA. The idea that, we're going to be getting staking, we're going to be getting, like I said, the Mainnet 3.0 kind of brings us quite a bit of things that will definitely help with the ecosystem altogether. So we're going to jump into that a little bit more here in just a second as well. But before we jump into our really big crypto news that influences THETA and T-Fuel, we're going to talk a little bit more about this specific tweet of mine. So I am actually giving away 1K worth of Jax tokens and 1K worth of Samecoin tokens to 2 lucky winners. All you have to do is follow me and retweet this tweet on Twitter. So it ends July 10th, 2021. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up, give you guys an opportunity to jump in and enter. My Twitter is linked in the description below if you guys do want to take advantage. Jumping into the next thing, though, this is a big deal for THETA and T-Fuel. $500 million of asset manager joins THETA network as enterprise validator. So we continue to see the $500 million asset manager joining THETA network as that validator, and we continue to see, like I said, big industry, or not industries, but big institutions jumping in and taking advantage of this THETA network as an enterprise validator. The venture fund becomes the 9th enterprise validator to join the THETA network. THETA Labs, developer of leading video delivery network powered by a native blockchain, today announced that the venture capital DHVC has joined as the 9th external enterprise validator and governance council member. So DHVC joins alongside others like Google, Samsung, Sunny, CAA, Binance Blockchain Ventures, Gumi, and a group of private equity institutional investors, including Sierra Ventures, Capital Venture Reality Fund, and obviously the GFR Fund as well. So a lot of big names there. So why would you not want to join and take advantage of THETA, this thriving ecosystem that's really going to change the world if things go in the right direction? So we're going to take a look at the next tweet. This one talks more about CNN Business tweeting out, besides Bitcoin, there are plenty of other really alternatives. I thought I said altcoin alternatives, but it says there's plenty other alternatives in crypto, more than 10,000 of them. According to research site CoinMarketCap, many of these altcoins have legitimate niche use cases for specific industries. So they actually zoom in here on this picture on THETA. So it's a great article to take a look at for THETA users. And here we have one of the better performing pairs of cryptos this year are two related tokens that are geared toward online content creators, THETA and T-Fuel. THETA has soared almost 400% in 2021, while THETA Fuel is up astounding 1,700%. So both run on a blockchain known as THETA Network and allow PC users with unutilized bandwidth to share video streams with others on the network. The reward, they're able to mine tokens. THETA has impressive backers from the digital media world, including YouTube co-founder Steve Shen and Twitch co-founder Justin Kahn, who are THETA advisors. I can't stress this enough. This is just huge, getting really, media attention. Mainstream media, CNN.com. Obviously, you hate them, you love them. I don't really care. But I'm focused really on the idea that this is a huge deal. Obviously, CNN Business covering the altcoin THETA. So I think, realistically, we are going to see some big things taking place for THETA, and just more mainstream media taking advantage of, some of these coins, some of these big coins like THETA and T-Fuel is going to be a big deal for THETA and, like I said, T-Fuel. So jumping into the next tweet, we see THETA extending development compatibility with Ethereum with a new RPC API suite and Web3 tools, MetaMask integration, and more. So there's a lot of possibilities. And actually, the first tweet back says this opens a whole world of possibilities. And that's actually great. And Mitch, obviously, is the co-founder CEO of THETA Network, THETA TV, and obviously THETA Drop. So if you guys didn't know that as well, THETA has so much going for them. Think of all of the different things they're doing currently with THETA Network, THETA TV, and THETA Drop. They continue to have tryouts for their THETA.tv. THETA Drops are continuing to come out and be released into the THETA Drop marketplace. And we're seeing, like I said, big things taking place as we get closer and closer to that mainnet. THETA Mainnet 3.0 introducing T-Fuel staking and uptime mining, 11 days, 53 minutes away. So we're getting closer and closer to that mainnet 3.0 drop, and it's going to obviously bring a big impact to the THETA ecosystem as a whole. Jumping down a little bit farther, we can see some of their live partners being THETA.tv, WPT, and G Fuel. So some massive live partners here. If we go down a little bit farther, this is where a lot of people love to talk about the enterprise validator nodes. We see Google, Sunny, Samsung, CAA, Binance, Blockchain, Gumi, and Private Equity Institutional Group. So we're seeing a lot of possibilities behind this as well. Going down to the problem, we've talked about the problem and the solution when going through the THETA token. The only thing I want to point out to you guys, though, is this graph. If you guys haven't taken a look at this graph right here, or this, I guess, this chart, or I'm not sure exactly, this graphical here design, it talks more about the THETA network's really ecosystem as a whole, how the THETA, T-Fuel, and THETA really work together to make this ecosystem work. So I definitely suggest if you guys are a little bit confused on how THETA and T-Fuel work together, this kind of gives you the exact solution that they're going for and how it all works. So definitely take a look at that before jumping in or purchasing any THETA or T-Fuel. Jumping back to the price on THETA, we see right now an $8.91 THETA and a T-Fuel sitting around 61 cents. You have to remember there is a lot of volatility in these coins right now. A lot of people trying to flip these coins because they understand that there is going to be a lot of movement coming up to that mainnet 3.0, and most likely always going to have a recovery because of where we're at with that mainnet 3.0 around the corner. So we see, prices from this 868 up to 902, 904, then back down to 880, back up to 909, and we're continuing to see, very, very high volatilities, and we're going to continue to see that throughout the rest of the, the next 48 hours. Realistically, we're going to continue to see THETA jump up and down, up and down, up and down, as well as with T-Fuel, and you're seeing that here, up and down, up and down, up and down. A lot of volatility, like I said, and I think realistically by the end of June, with that mainnet released, we could see some pretty great prices. One thing to really mention, though, going into getting closer to that mainnet 3.0, is a lot of people are kind of looking at our previous, when we were at let's go to the last year here, we see a 1590 as our previous all-time high, right around April 15th at 8 p.m., right before it was announced that THETA was going to be delayed, or the mainnet 3.0 was going to be delayed. I want to say, guys, I don't think we're going to get back to that $15 to $16 price point for this mainnet 3.0 launch. I want that to be really kind of recognized. This was during a bull market. We are right now in an accumulation stage before bull market part 2, most likely. If we get back into a bull market in the next 10 days, sure, then yeah, we have a chance at 15 to 16 bucks. But right now, where this market currently is, I see THETA really trying to reach for about $11 to $12 at the very most by the end of mainnet 3.0 launch. Going into, or I guess the end of June, I should say. By the end of June for THETA T-Fuel, I don't see much more than that. I think, realistically, we have a solid increase. I think we could see, maybe anywhere from 70 to 90 cents, but I don't see us breaking $1 before the mainnet release. I would love to see it, but I think we're going to be right in front of $1 by the end of June. Jumping into the end of July, I think we could continue to see kind of the mainnet, being after that mainnet and all the hypes kind of died down. I could see us kind of stabilizing out for most of July. So sitting around that, barely under $1 for THETA T-Fuel, and then THETA Network actually, or the THETA token itself, being right around that, like I said, $10 to $12 range, or maybe a little higher, but most likely a sideways trend in the month of June. Unless there's any big announcements, obviously. Big announcements are always going to be able to move the markets and kind of ruin price predictions, but definitely going to make us happy if it's good price, or I guess good announcements to, the THETA network altogether. So moving to the end of 2021 or the end of the bull market, I think THETA will actually have a chance at still making around a $60 to $80 price point by the end of the year. Going into T-Fuel, I think we could still see a $2 to $3 price point on T-Fuel itself by the end of the year as well. So T-Fuel right now is not on a great amount of exchanges. You can get THETA on KuCoin. T-Fuel is really not available on too many great exchanges. But like I said, guys, if you want to jump in and start buying THETA, It is on KuCoin. It is on, I believe, Binance.us. I'm not sure on Binance.us, but it's definitely on KuCoin. If you want to take advantage of these, jump into my description of the video, jump into some of those exchanges and use my referral code. It'll help support me. It'll help support you. It'll give back to you as well, obviously, when you sign up and take advantage of the exchange. So thank you guys again for tuning in. If you have any questions, comments, leave a comment in the comment section below. I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts on Theta and T-Fuel. A lot of people have been ragging on me for saying that we won't get to, $20 by the end of the, June. And I will say, guys, I was hoping for a $20, Theta at the very least by the end of June. However, with the current time in the market, the timing is just not very good for us going into this Mainnet 3.0 release. Realistically, I think $15 would be the upside, or, even cracking close to this previous all-time high would be the highest upside I could see by the end of June. So I know a lot of people are going to come at me for that one, because I saw it in the last video when I said something close to the $10 to $14. I think I said by the end of June. A lot of people came at me saying, you obviously didn't look at the previous, and I have definitely looked at this 1590. I understand that we were in a bull market during that 1590, and there was so much hype. There were so many more retail investors invested. Right now, it's retail investors are kind of dying out. They're unfortunately not finding those quick gains, and they're not finding unlimited money out of the market. So because of that, they kind of faded away. And I think realistically, they're going to miss out on a great opportunity to invest and accumulate during these low price points. But like I said, we're going to see what happens with Theta. We'll keep you guys up to date. We'll continue to give you guys price predictions, and obviously continue to keep you guys, like I said, up to date with big news regarding Theta and T-Fuel. So like I said, if you guys want to quickly subscribe to the channel, turn notifications on, and like the video, I'll see you guys all in the next one.